If a man ever says to you, I want to break from you, I want to break from the relationship. Now, I want you to do, I did another video about why he's doing that. But what you do next will determine whether or not you get back together or not. Because what I'm going to share with you, how you need to handle this, and I wrote these down. What you should do if he says, I want to break. The first thing you got to do, if he says, I want to break, don't disagree with him. Say, okay, if that's what you want, I want you to go along with it and say that maybe that's good for us. Maybe a break would be good for us. The first thing you do is don't try to dissuade his opinion, because that's going to make you look desperate and needy, but because you want to find out why he wants to break, okay? So you go into step 2, you say, well, listen, I don't mind us taking a break. I don't want to take a break, but if we have to take a break, fine. But I do require this. I want to know why are we taking a break? What is it that you feel that is happening to the relationship that we can't do it together? You ask it just like that. Don't ask it as though you're angry. Say, listen, I think you owe that much to me. And then you ask the question right after that, well, is that something that we could do together? So part 2 is a 2-part question. You ask him the reason, and you ask him, is that something that we could do together? Now, if he says no, and you say, fine, your third step 3 is this. Step 3 is, okay, if you want to take a break, then I see a break somewhat as a breakup. Okay, and then I will act according to whatever it is you want to do. Because remember, a lot of times when a guy wants to take a break, he doesn't necessarily want to end the relationship, or he wants to see what else is out there. And you say, well, okay, if you want to take a break, fine. Then I'll just have to honestly say, well, you know what? If it's a break, I'm looking at it as a breakup. I'm going to live my life, and now this is the part that's critical. When he does take the break, if you allow it, okay, but he has to see you living life. Whatever it can't be, he has to see that even though you want him, you don't have to have him. You're not needy. You got to be confident in yourself. He says that's the thing that actually going to attract him back to you. You've got to be confident in your own value. Do things. Don't get stuck in the house. Yeah, I know it might hurt. Yes, I get it. But that's what you have to do. And the last thing you have to do is cut off the oxygen. You got to employ the no contact rule as much as it hurts. Because if you want him back, that's the thing that might get him back.